Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XRP. So I hope you're all having a wonderful Sunday wherever you are in this great world. We're going to talk about XRP. Now, this video is part 2 of a 3-part series I'm doing on CBDCs and XRP. The first part talks about why you should hold XRP with CBDCs coming. This part's going to talk about how XRP gets tied in to the new financial system. The third part of this is going to be how close are we to CBDCs actually going live throughout the world. And the reason I'm doing this is because no one's talking about CBDCs in the mainstream media. So I wanted to point it out in this 3-video set. So let's take a look. They won't force CBDC at first. It will come as a fun all-in-one app, free airdrops, 10 coins to register, 10 more for KYC, 50% off energy bill, free public transport, 100 for the trivalent booster, slow carrot, 10 years later, no more cash, CBDC only, you will be happy. Now, I believe they're going to have to entice people to take this. They're going to want to give incentives, or the world will be so bad at that point where the financial system is already so broken down, people will beg to get on the system so that they can buy things such as food, gas, things like that. It depends on what happens first. We'll have to wait and see. Fed Governor Christopher Waller says U.S. CBDC not necessary for dollar supremacy. So some people are fighting back against CBDCs already. They know what they are and they don't see a need for them. But the governments throughout the world and the countries throughout the world, they want this. They want that great reset, a level playing field for all. But again, it's nice to see some people fighting back. Now we're talking, doesn't look like the posture of a company that plans on losing to me. The stage is being set. New York City World Trade Center platform adds Ripple XRP. Crypto means business. Shift your business into carbon neutral. Swift isn't fast enough. I like the way they just pointed out that Swift is failing. And JPMorgan isn't going to be able to fix it. So, Ripple XRP paid Bill Clinton a shill that it was working with Swift to provide cryptocurrency to the banking system. That was back in 2018. Here we are 4 years later, and things look a lot different now. Things changed. JPMorgan's trying to stay relevant. So, JPMorgan, if Ripple wins SEC lawsuit, XRP is poised for significant adoption. So he already sees XRP as a major threat. And I believe that's why we're starting to hear all that talk about JPMorgan and Swift working together, forming this new system that all of a sudden can replace XRP and Ripple. It's just going to fail, in my opinion. Kanye West gets kicked out of JPMorgan for having a certain opinion they didn't like, and banksters did not even introduce CBDCs yet. Now, I believe Kanye actually left JPMorgan. I think he mentioned that. But the thing is this, it shows what they can actually do using a CBDC. Think about it. You say something they don't like, all of a sudden your bank kicks you off, and that's it. Shuts your money down. Or maybe you say something that people don't like, and all of a sudden you're not allowed to buy food today. That's what a CBDC can actually do. So let's continue. JPMorgan is a core player in CBDCs, primary owner and partier official, a blockchain-based payments network in Singapore, is getting involved in multi-CBDC project with BIS. JPMorgan launched Onyx in 2020, a bank-led wholesale CBDC platform. JPMorgan being the first global bank to do so. And I believe that what's going to happen here is JPMorgan is eventually going to find out that Ripple and XRP is going to be tied to all the world's money. He's trying to grasp for straws at this point to keep JPMorgan tied to the system. They've been ripping us off way too long, these big banks throughout the world. It's time for a change. So let's not forget Chris Larsen is at the IMF High Level Advisor Board. And today at the IMF meeting, IMF Director Kristalina Georgieva mentions we are working on a multi-CBD system with the hire of a private company. You know that company is XRP. She's mentioned before stable coins. The World Economic Forum mentions XRP and XLM multiple times. Brad Garlinghouse met with them multiple times. It's been written a long time ago. This is the system that's going to work. XRP and Ripple, not JPMorgan and outdated SWIFT. Cbdcs will take care of that. Eventually, all crypto will only be able to be transacted with a Cbdc. Real-time taxes controlled by the government are on the way. Now, let's talk about that because that's very important. Because there's a lot of people that work for cash in the world today. All of a sudden, they have to pay taxes because you're going to have a digital wallet. They're going to, in order for me to pay you, we both have to have a digital wallet so I could send you payment. So people working right now will also have to be paid on that digital wallet. Most likely, they'll have it set up where the taxes automatically come out. I'm waiting to see what kind of business names drug dealers choose when Cbdcs come. Because again, if they're out there selling drugs, the payments are going to have to be transacted on a digital wallet. And most likely using a digital ID so they could keep track of who's accepting those payments and who's making those payments. The world's going to change very fast when Cbdcs come. And I can't believe no one's talking about this. Why isn't the news talking about this? They should be screaming about this at this point, especially Fox News. You would think they would be out there pushing back against this, especially because Biden signed an executive order on it. It's strange to not see anyone talking. Some interesting points, okay? Do you think government's forced buyback from retail is possible, especially in Australia and other Western countries? So this is talking about the XRP buyback theory, where the government would buy back your XRP. Now, I don't think that would ever happen because, number one, they would have to go throughout the entire world offering buybacks. And then you would have to deal in different currencies as well. On top of that, what kind of price would they put on it? People always say $35,000. If the government doesn't have to pay $35,000 for something, they're not going to. They can most likely buy most people's XRP for about $100 per XRP. It would be much cheaper for them. But I don't think that's the option they're looking for. Because think about it. If the price even went to $10, a lot of people are already willing to sell at $10. They could easily buy it back off the exchanges then, much cheaper. There's going to be a lot of people that will never sell their XRP though. And the thing is, I'm looking at passive income. I don't ever want to give up any of my crypto. So to me, and I'm already most likely cashless because I don't really use cash anymore. But CBDCs are a whole different story. A lot of people are really going to get hurt by them. And some people will play them against other people, I'm sure. It's not going to be a good scene, period. So let's continue. I just switched all my funds on Coinbase to XRP. I am not getting fooled and not selling. This seems way too odd to be a coincidence. This is a staged takeback of XRP from the higher powers, governments, whatever. Don't sell what can be the most profitable coin. Sell and you will find out. That's the other thing. Say they do offer you only $100. Then all of a sudden the price does hit that $10 price. You will soon regret it. And that's why I'm saying a buyback for them would not even be plausible because they could get it much, much cheaper. Google, buy Bitcoin before the CBDC launch as it will not be held in the market after that. Everybody always wants to push the narrative of Bitcoin being an alternative. You could find that anywhere because Bitcoin maxis always believe that Bitcoin is somehow going to be the savior of everything, but it's not. Because at some point, I believe they're just going to regulate Bitcoin out. They could easily do that. People think Bitcoin's totally untraceable. It absolutely isn't. They know where all the world's Bitcoin is right now. So moving forward, we know XRP is definitely going to be tied to CBDCs. We know it's going to be the trust layer in between two countries, moving all that money, making you and me both rich at the same time. By us becoming rich, we can live a much better life than the poor when CBDCs come, because I believe they're looking to enslave the poor. With that said, I'm going to wrap up this video. I want to thank you all for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.